Yo, what's up, everybody? This is the Reincarnation of Cheech and Chong.
What up?
So today we're going to talk about the legalization of weed up in here in Oregon, because you know we're Portlanders and we've been doing this shit for a long time on the down low.
And we always had good weed.
Always had that good weed. We started off with that Oregon berry back in high school. Good lord, you're smoking some shit that tastes like strawberries, yo.
And then some of that purple. Some of that, what else we got? Trainwreck. That was big in high school.
Oh, that was pretty cool. You had Black Matter, you had Indica. You know, you had all kinds of strains. So, let's talk about when we used to hide to try to smoke that shit when we were in high school, man. Remember that?
Yeah, smoking out of a pop can and shit.
Yeah. Right. That was ghetto until you finally could afford a piece.
Yeah. Or your buddy kicks you down a piece or something.
Yeah. Man, that brings back way memories when you had to sit there and try and scrape all the freaking shake out of the bags, or you had to scrape the resin.
The resin, that shit, yeah.
Fucking accidentally swallow bong water. Oh man, you've had the good stuff and you've had the bad stuff. You ever tried to mix weed? The shit's all smoke and no action.
Oh yeah, I smoked this whole bag and I ain't high yet.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was.
Yeah, and then you hit 18 and then you buy pieces like crazy. Make a little collection, and I know most stoners will name their pieces. That's something I did.
Yeah, my first piece was Devious.
Devious?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I had this steamroller. It was like a foot long. What do you call those? Damn it!
I've been smoking way too much weed.
I've been smoking too much weed. I think that that energy shot's kicked in, and nowadays. You just go buy an edible and you don't even have to smoke no more.
Remember that paranoia you used to get when you used to smoke? And then you'd be like, oh my god, I smell like weed.
The cops are gonna come.
You'd be,
oh shit.
I remember we used to get high and like we'd be walking down the street, me and my buddy Roy, and we'd be walking and every time we saw headlights we'd like dive into a bush thinking it was one of our parents looking for us.
Oh shit. No, I guess my parents were cool with me getting stoned. I wasn't allowed, obviously, to go to school high, but in high school, like they knew I was doing it after school and stuff, and they didn't really give me too much shit as long as I stayed out of trouble. But there's always that paranoia, like getting caught, like cops or something, you know, walking through town stoned, and you obviously look retarded stoned because you know you're like 16 and your eyes are fucking red and you got a stupid fucking smile on your face.
Oh yeah,
these kids got.
I remember walking up into the 7-Eleven and you know we were trying to buy some stuff and I'm sitting there freaking laughing my ass off and the guy behind the counter is some freaking Indian guy and he's just looking at me and he's just like, what the fuck's wrong with this kid? And I'm just sitting there giggling like a fucking idiot. I couldn't even stop. It was embarrassing. Not that I think of it, but
yeah.
Nowadays, you know, you're more mellow, you're more grown into it. You can actually handle yourself. So
yeah, and there's not the stigma that was there, even 5-10 years ago. It's almost erased. I mean, obviously, people are still gonna judge you, if they're like, oh, that guy's a stoner or something like that. But there's that issue where every stoner is a lazy sit on the couch, doesn't want to do anything, but that's not really how it is. Obviously there's going to be those type of people, but they're going to do that no matter what. They're just kind of like those lazy people. I like to get stoned and I like to do stuff, be active, do new things, do art, whatever, go hiking, just experience life. Going swimming stoned is amazing.
Yeah, it's a stereotype that like all people who enjoy recreational weed have to get through. Most people think, oh, he smokes weed, he must be stupid, or he's good for nothing. But that's not true. I mean, look at us. We enjoy recreational weed. We have families. We like to do all kinds of stuff. We like to travel. We like to do all things. We all have good jobs.
Yeah.
And we work like every other American does.
And another thing is, you got to worry about, okay, if I have to take a drug test and I fail, then I'm going to lose my job, and that's not how it should be. You could be a raging alcoholic and it'd be fine. It's the accepted high, basically. It doesn't mean it's the right way to do it, but it's basically okay by our government. It's okay by our society.
If you do it responsibly, there's really no reason for it to be illegal at all. And I'm glad that it finally became legalized here in Oregon.
and here in the fall we'll be able to buy edibles here. They're going to be like limited for recreational on the content, just got like Washington, but I think it'll be nice, a good step forward. I'm not sure about concentrates, if they're going to allow that or if that's going to stay medical, but I like the idea of vaping just because it's healthier. You're getting high concentration, but you can control it. Just take a puff, see how you feel. Whereas an edible, it really takes some getting used to, and trial and error. Start off small and work your way up. Sometimes you get cocky and you go a little too far, but it's fine. It's an experience. It's not bad.
No, yeah, that's true. I mean, as you get older and you get more wiser, you smoke weed in moderation. And nowadays, we got more of the CBD. So, you get that mellow high. You get that chill high. You don't always, when you get high, you don't have to always go through straight THC and just get fried out of your mind and be stupid.
Yeah.
Sometimes that mellow high is all you need, and it's great. I mean, when we were younger, we had to get all that THC and just get so high you're just like acting like an idiot, or you got that full body high, you can't even feel yourself, but it's a huge difference.
It is. And I didn't, to tell you the truth, like until recently, where like you have a menu that tells you the fucking THC concentration, until recently I didn't think about it. I was just like, I'm buying some weed that looks like good weed, and then you smoke it and you're like, that was good weed.
Yeah, that's pretty much how you measured weed back in high school. It's like, did I get high? Yeah, I got high.
Yeah,
good shit right there.
Yeah.
And in high school I honestly didn't know that there was CBD stuff that would mellow you out. We just thought it was shit weed.
Yeah.
Until you get older and you're just like, actually that's just a different kind of high.
Yeah, it is.
And it was all about the THC. We're a little more ignorant about the subject because we thought one way was better than the other, but that's not the case.
And I think that's why, like, I've heard research say that, you should wait till your brains develop, like into your 20s before you use, marijuana or any other substances. Because there's a possibility, like, I don't know the research, but, like damage or, anything like that. But I think if you're responsible and, you don't abuse it, like, I think what we don't really have is an initiation process, like to become an adult. Like a lot of other cultures, especially, tribal cultures, they have an initiation that just, at that age, they go and do this, and then it shows, oh, I'm a man. We don't really have that here, we're kids, we go to school, we graduate, and then we get a job, or we go to school, or we go in the military, or whatever. There's no real, I don't really see an act that's initiation. It's just, you kind of just do what you're told to do.
Well, it's because the American society is mixed. We don't have one culture that everybody follows. Everybody's from a different, background. So we're never going to have something set in stone. All we know here in America is we grow up to work and die.
And pay taxes.
So basically, we're being squeezed by the man all our lives, whether we like it or not. So sometimes a little weed is all you need to take out the edge.
Yeah.
And, I wish society was different, but that's just the way it is sometimes, and that's just what we gotta go forward doing, and there's nothing else we can do. But what I can say is, if everybody out there is saying the stereotypical thing about stoners being worthless is not true. That's why we're sitting here talking about weed, because it's a great thing. It helps you relax, mellow out, especially if anxiety, right?
Mm-hmm. Definitely. It brings people together. It creates dialogue and thinking outside the box, thinking outside the norm, what we're kind of fed by the media, or, just what's going on, material possessions and everything like that. I don't know. I think if we had more dialogue, we wouldn't have situations like Donald Trump. I think that's just not,
well, one could say it's like, how high do you have to be to have Donald Trump in the race? It's not the matter of that. It's just sad.
Yeah.
It's sad that we have Donald Trump running for presidency. Not because I want to sit there and hate the guy, but the guy has no experience whatsoever. So why vote for someone like that? What experiences Donald Trump has? Is he good with the business and making money? Yeah, sure. Okay, he's good at that, but that's not going to help the needs that we have in our country.
Yeah, you can't speak the way he does and be president. I mean, I don't see that happening. But like at the same time, on the opposite end of the spectrum, like us progressing, like legalization in Colorado, Washington, Oregon, Alaska, and it's on the ballots in other states, several other states. I think Florida just passed a medical marijuana bill, so they can start selling medical marijuana there.
I mean, it's helping. It's helping.
Gonna just keep growing,
generating tax, and it's helping the states that are actually selling it.
And they're seeing that there is medical benefits to it as well. Like you see this like daily in the news about them giving children with epilepsy CBD, and it cuts down their seizures sometimes completely, and they can actually live a normal life. And that's amazing, because that's something based off of a plant without all of the pharmaceutical drugs that are definitely not natural.
Well, and
they have side effects usually.
Yeah, I mean, pharmaceuticals in general, what most people don't know is that they take more lives than anything else. Okay, over 120,000 people are dying every year from taking pharmaceuticals the correct way, as prescribed, and that's unacceptable. The pharmaceutical companies are never going to tell people this because they want to sell the product. It's a multi-billion-dollar business, and pharmaceuticals is not the way to go. You got to go with proper nutrition and vitamins. Vitamins are the most important thing that your body needs. With over 200 chemical reactions, you have to feed those reactions. Each one takes a different vitamin. And water. Come on, guys, you got to drink a lot of water.
Yeah, we are lucky because we have instant access pretty much wherever you are to fresh, clean water. There's most of the world, their access to water is definitely not clean. And a lot of people have to travel a far distance just to access that dirty water. So, like, we have the tools here, and we have the money. You might as well take care of yourselves and each other. We shouldn't close off to anyone. We should accept them and help them live the best life they can. Like, if we're all in it together.
Yeah, and I mean, another fun factoid, if you might add, is in the entire world, everybody in the world only has access to 3% of our world's water. The rest of the fresh water is frozen in glaciers.
And it's thawing though,
slowly. We might be up to 4%, but yeah. I mean, just basically you got to live healthy. And this is coming from us, like you said, stoners are stupid. Well, guess what? Coming up with some, fun facts for you guys, and, just letting you know, all stoners aren't stupid. There's stupid people that live normal lives that have never touched weed.
There's plenty of those.
Plenty of idiots. Just straight up idiots that you just look at them and just like, wow, how can you be any stupider than this?
I think what we need is more communication, and there needs to be that back and forth. So, it's okay for someone to have an opposing, way of perceiving the world. Like what they experience doesn't necessarily, you don't necessarily agree with it. You don't need to attack them. Like, everyone is a different person, and everyone was raised in a different situation. No one, no two people are alike, except for, I guess, identical twins.
That's true, but they'll have a different personality.
Yeah, they'll be, they're separate people. So, I mean, when you have, like, especially now, like, lately there's been, like, fights. There's some old guy elbowed some guy at a rally recently, the last couple days. He was protesting at a Trump rally.
I think he punched him.
Yeah, he punched him or elbowed him in the head.
Yeah, elderly guy.
Down. Yeah,
and it was towards an African American.
Yeah, that's right. It's like stuff like that. It's not necessary. You want freedom of speech. Okay, it's their freedom to be there, and freedom of speech, they have the right to oppose you. And these are the same people that would want to attack another country that has like a dictator or something. The dictator tells them, oh, this is how it is. This is how you're going to live. You have to listen to what I say. And when it comes to us, we need to have that opposing back and forth. We don't need a dictator saying, this is how it is. You're not going to listen to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I mean, that goes to show you these are the type of people that the Trump rallies are attracting. They're attracting people with issues, anger issues.
Racist people.
Racism, which is, I mean, it's 2016. We got to get over the racism hump.
Yeah.
Okay, the U.S. is just so diverse with different cultures and different ethnic groups. It's just beyond ridiculous now, but it happens. It happens all over the world. Every single race gets racism. Even white Caucasian people get racism towards them as well. So it's not just the colored people, okay? It's everybody.
Yeah.
And, see, Donald Trump is attracting these type of people, and this is who we want for president. He's creating an even bigger mess, and he's not even the president yet.
It's scary.
But then again, we don't know these things. We're stoners and we're high right now.
Yeah. But that's the thing. You create dialogue, you get different thoughts. Look at the world in a different way, and like smoking weed, it helps.
Well, yeah, because you actually think about something a little more clearly than normal.
Yeah.
Because you focus on something.
Yeah. A little bit deeper. You have the creativity to kind of look at it, fully and kind of see which way you can go. There's obviously going to be an infinite amount of possibilities, but you can, look at it with a more open mind, I think.
And that's true. And, just to all the listeners out there, I just want to say, hey, if you smoke weed, more power to you. Do what you like to do, and don't let anybody stop you or judge you just because you do it. And, it's just something that it's never going to go away. There's always going to be someone who uses marijuana. And, what else can we say? It's great.
Enjoy life and do what makes you happy.
Yeah, man. Chill out. Yo, what's up, everybody? This is the Reincarnation of Cheech and Chong.
What up?
So today we're going to talk about the legalization of weed up in here in Oregon. Because, we're Portlanders and we've been doing this shit for a long time on the down low.
And we always had good weed.